With the general elections scheduled for February 8th, preparations in Pakistan have reached their final stages.
The
party leaders had urged supporters to rally across the country despite police.
Just less than 10 days for the election.
However, political contest seems to be simmering in Lahore with the heads of the two largest political parties contesting from here.
लाहौर में मैं इसलिए आया हूं जी कि लाहौर इस वक्त इलेक्शन एक्टिविटी का एक मरकज बना हुआ है.
This will also mark PPP chairman Bilawal Bhutto Zardari's foray into contesting elections from Punjab for the first time.
लाहौर भुट्टो का है, लाहौर भुट्टो का था और लाहौर भुट्टो का रहेगा.
Why does winning from Lahore matter so much? Unlike what we are used to, these elections are not the usual three-party race, as there is a raft of independent candidates, many new faces, and new parties. So the question is there hope for a shift in the dynasty-dominated political landscape of Pakistan? Or will it be just more of the same? For the 12th general elections, voters are due to select a 336-member National Assembly as well as 4 provincial legislatures, which will go on to elect the next Prime Minister and Chief Ministers respectively for the next 5 years. Traditionally, Pakistani politics have been characterized by the dominance of a few established parties, often led by political dynasties.
Honorable Mia Mohammad Nawaz Sharif Saab has secured 244 votes.
The largest parties of the 2018 elections were PTI, PMLN, and PPP. The PPP chairman, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, has decided to challenge the Sharif family in their stronghold of Lahore, following in the footsteps of his grandfather and mother by contesting in a National Assembly seat from Lahore. In NA 127, he is up against PMLN's Ata Tarar, grandson of former President Rafiq Tarar. The PMLN Supremo Nawaz Sharif, his younger brother and former Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, his daughter Maryam Nawaz Sharif, and his nephew and former Chief Minister Hamza Shehbaz Sharif are all contesting from the Lahore division. However, the current political landscape is also witnessing the emergence of new faces, new parties, and independent candidates. Salman Akram Raja, an advocate of the Supreme Court of Pakistan, is contesting in NA 128 as a PTI-supported independent. He was then Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's lawyer in the Panama case of 2017 and is currently representing former PTI chairman Imran Khan. General Secretary of Haquq-e-Khalq Party, Amar Ali Jan, is an activist and academic and is contesting for the Provincial Assembly seat from PP 160. It is widely believed in Pakistani politics that being popular in Lahore holds the keys of power in the federal capital of Islamabad. Lahore, in addition to having 14 National Assembly seats, also sets the tone for power politics in Punjab and consequently Pakistan. To put this into perspective, all of Balochistan elects only 16 National Assembly seats. Punjab, on the other hand, is allotted 141 out of 266 elected seats because of its greater population share. Hence, the strong perception that if you win Punjab's provincial capital Lahore, you win Pakistan. However, the political significance of Lahore even precedes Pakistan. The Indian National Congress for the first time passed a resolution demanding total independence from the British at its annual session in Lahore in 1929. It was also in Lahore that the All India Muslim League passed the Lahore Resolution, formalizing its demand for an independent Muslim state in March of 1940. Lahore also happens to be the birthplace of Pakistan's all major political parties, with Zulfikar Ali Bhutto launching the Pakistan's People's Party from Lahore in 1967, Nawaz Sharif forming his Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz in 1993, and Imran Khan launching the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf in 1996.
As we meet, you are currently among the longest serving caretaker prime ministers in the country's history. Why has it taken so long for you to allow the people of Pakistan to decide their own political future?
The elections were supposed to be held by November, but the election date was extended till February with a lot of uncertainty surrounding the election date, even as late as January.
All the legal and technical challenges which we were facing over there, eventually we got over with them, and hopefully on the 8th of February, Pakistan's people would be having this choice and they would exercise it.
Despite a history of raucous and sometimes violent electioneering, the campaign leading up to February's elections has been relatively quiet. With PTI entangled in legal challenges, the first manifesto to come out of this election cycle was of the PPP, and that too with less than 6 weeks before the election day. And PMLN revealed their manifesto just last week, all of which has sparked fears for a low voter turnout. Last election saw a dip in the voter turnout as compared to the 2013 elections, and this downward trend is predicted to continue. However, political parties and candidates too seem to have evolved their campaign strategies, shifting towards more unconventional forms of engagement with their voter base.
Is chuno nahi soch ko. But my question is, have you forgotten roti, kapda aur makan? Because मैं नई सोच को तभी चुनूंगी जब मेरी basic necessity रोटी, कपड़ा और मकान पूरी होगी. So please, I would like you to shed some light on that.
Thank you. So I hope.
These elections are unique in the sense that social media has played an outsized role, which was not the case ever before. Parties are holding online rallies, town halls with young voters, and have created chatbots on social media platforms for voters to know their constituency and candidate symbols. Parties have also made special websites to share their manifestos. In addition, political leaders have been calling for televised debates between prime ministerial candidates, something that has not been done in Pakistan before. The use of these new strategies raises some important questions. Will the PMLN be successful in cementing its fortress in Lahore? Or will the PPP manage to break into Lahore for the first time in 3 decades? Or will the voters express their discontent by voting in fresh faces and newer parties?